rough, rugged and raw and straight grind. On the south side where we always stay shining. Taking it back over the G, homies and family. From Old Terror right through to Man Creek. Nowhere else in the world that I'd rather be. Laying back in the south side with the homies. Cause you know we rip it up and it's a UT inside. And we be ballin' till we fallin' on the meanest side. Freedom riding on the G inside. Cause we ballin' till we fallin' on the meanest side. Never settle for the devil on another level. Call me rebel, pull up the bass and we turn it down the damn treble. You know her, she got damn. And you know us, we ain't playing. This be Simon, Billy, and Tony, my true homies. After school, getting slowly below me. We be kicking it at the park down by Snake Ways. What you know about the homies from back in the days? I'm just a man that's trapped in the face, and you're a mouse that's stuck in a maze. I keep it real for the Southside ways. We keep it real and then we never be changing. We never be changing. The homies be slanging, the haters be hating, the players be playing. Kicking with the G-Funk sound, and you know we representing for the dirty sound. Kicking with the G-Funk sound, and you know we representing for the dirty sound. Around in the south side feeling good. Ain't nothing better than the south side neighborhood. You wanna bring it, we bring it, you know it's understood. We keep it real, ain't no lame ass Hollywood. My shoulder lean in the hood, never fall back. I keep it mean on the sticky green tall stack. These other siders ain't nothing but a broke back. It's outside till I die, never close match. I'm reminiscing, representing the block. It'll be from Ivan to wrong, I'm out of strolling the block. I'll be for down for the boys and they never will stop. And I never will forget when the box was hot. Cause we were cruising in that beamer, listening to ether. Betray on the parachute, smoking on the reefer. Kicking at the beach of the city of sales. All good, all great, no time to fail. Yeah, I take you down to the place I be. TG, Missouri, Wall 63. SBYC, my style LC. TRNT with the MONE man. Flows on lock, cause I'm bustin' like a free man. Go so hard like a smoked out G-man. I put it down for my old school family. Southside all day, every day, no matter where I be. Free the only war, reminiscing on those times. It's OG one time for the homeboys. Otara, and that's about a Southside thing. Southside was war. Final tree for the pre-TG1. I said Missouri, spot is one. Shout out to all the homies. Yeah, nothing but an Otara thing. R.I.P. Tony. Shout out to my homeboy Simon. So Philly, I see you, man. Turn it down for the smoked out G's on the back. So cheap from Ivan to Roma, Princeton, Stolson, Ferguson, what's up?
Yo.
Frida also.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to the brothers and also our very own brands on the feature of Church of Boya's track. That's the new one from the brother. If you haven't seen it, go through and Google YouTube Church of Boya. A lot of talent from out south, right?
Straight up and down.
That was on.
Now, be honest, guys. Was Brian's no, but like he's been in the game for a minute too. So seeing all that and seeing him still going strong, bro. It's good to see, bro. And I'll follow him and his wife on his I think his work page or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Lit hour.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is off topic from what we normally talk about, but yeah, just a big thank you and shout out to
Yeah.
the Church Boy and the crew.
Brother.
Shout brother. And how are you brothers doing? Oh, and the Latched Podcast. This is us. If you forgot about us, even I know you guys forgot about us for the last 7 days, 6 days. So you know, how are we all
I know
doing?
Yeah.
All good.
Good.
All good, brother. Good to be back.
All good down.
Yeah,
Mm.
good to be here.
Down
Yeah.
stuff.
What's
Bro,
up,
how's
everybody?
the you know the mind, the heart from the weekend, especially to do with footy. But before we get into footy, I think there's quite a few sports we want to cover. As you all know, we love to cover sports as well as giving each other shit. So yes, bear with us. This is normal, so we don't usually cry during our shows, but you know, I think it's our job to make one of us. Yeah. And you know, one of us will probably leave the chat later on. So yeah, like especially with the Cricket World Cup for women, like Women Cricket World Cup. That was a good. Oh man, that was a good game, man. I actually tuned in because at the time there was a break, and then a break away from rugby, and oh shit, didn't even know it was on, even though the advertising. But how was it for you, bro? Brands?
Oh no, it's good, bro. We were actually watching it together, so that was pretty cool. Like just messaging on our chat. I was really surprised at the opener. If you guys didn't know, the White Ferns, which is our women's national cricket team, bro, we lost it in the last over. So the upset to the West Indies, West Indies women's team, that last over was, man, they just, I think they needed like say 20 or something off the last over, and the last bowler that come on, her name is Deandra Dotton. She got like 3 outs. She just carved, and
And
was,
so in her last the last time she was actually put in that position was quite a few years back, right? When
yeah.
So her coming in to take the last over, it was like a 50-50 toss, and you know, man. Yeah. Oh,
man.
sorry, back to you.
No, all good. So yeah, you're right. So she either like loses it for them, but in this instance, she won it for them. So I think she bowled one out, stumped one, and then young chick. I'm sorry for the life of me, I can't remember her name. 17-year-old. She jumped on, and I think she's the youngest to debut for the White Ferns. Unfortunately, she was run out, and that was the last. And that was the last bowl. So with that, the Windies got away with the win, but they made up for it. They sassed up Bangladesh a couple of days ago by 9 wickets. So I think they're slowly climbing. I know that although New Zealand is hosting the World Cup, the favourites, as always, for a lot of sports right now is Australia, and they're building up nicely. They beat England for their first game, and then they went and sussed. Who did they beat? They beat Pakistan by 107 runs, so that's a shellacking in cricket terms. Yeah, so if you can go and check out some games, support our women's teams, especially those who are away from home in New Zealand with us. And off the back of that, just a quick plug for our women out there. Happy International Women's Day for yesterday. Without you guys, without you guys, there is no life, man. You guys brought us all into the world, and without you guys, we'd be nowhere, man. But that's the Women's Cricket World Cup. At this point in time, I'll give you guys an update. Maybe this time next week if our viewers like it or not.
Yeah, that's all good.
And we have the brother Ari.
Shout out to. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Ari? It's good to see you watching, man. And also, congratulations on the engagement. So our bro Ari got on the knee
nice.
and proposed
Oh,
to
congrats, bro.
his now fiance. So, shot, brother.
Shout out, Ari. Shout out to you, brother.
You know what's good, when you hear people from the hood, and when I mean hood, like for us, that's what we all been we're all from Otara, so brought up in the hood, and to see others like do the same thing, like especially like in like marriage or just being on the world stage, and we have a few South Aucklanders representing South Auckland, obviously, and NRL rugby. When you see that, man, it's so good to like it's a real like uplifting feeling, eh?
Always, man, always.
To see our own people, So shout out to Yari and proposing to the missus, it?
Yeah, she said yes too, which is even better.
And then also chat. Sorry, just quickly, if you have any questions for us, please come through. Mana will have our schedule for us quickly, and then join in if you have questions, and we'll try and answer it to the best of our knowledge. I think the only professional here is Mosa, so direct them all at Mosa, and then
Yeah. Goes through Mana, comes through me, and then directed it. Yeah, me.
You guys got questions about the Bulldog Sally Cup? Just ask him, he knows.
Just a comment from Graham. Gear's looking good, lads. Just that Australian supporter fella. Wow, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Graham. Your
Same,
comments
yeah,
always
and-
appreciated.
same,
I guess if you're well, brother.
There's a good chance to thank our sponsors, eh? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Fucking. It's in the
Yeah,
great
shout out
be in
to,
blue today.
Maddie McFarland, for supplying the merch coming through, and we'll add to that later on. And also our another huge supporter and also sponsor, Crucial Flooring. So family, if you are renovating at home or just in need of a quick touch up on your carpet or anything flooring, so come through. The brothers got you. And then if you follow the page, Crucial Flooring, you'll see the amazing work that also does. And if you mention our promo code, the Latched Podcast /crucialflooring.com, I think you get a discount. You'll get a discount. I don't know if it's a good discount, but you'll get something. Maybe a high five at the end of it. But so shout out to the brother Luffs from Crucial Flooring and the brother Maddie McFarland for coming through and supplying our merch.
Yo, thank you,
Shot,
boys.
boys. Shot, Anthony.
Anthony. Sweet. So
Anthony.
next up on our list, boys, for tonight is our NRL Fantasy. Our league that we have that we've created, it's filling up real fast, and at the moment there's only 4 more spots left until our league is filled. So filled up. So if you guys are watching, join the league, jump on our page. The code's there. There's a surprise for our brothers that are the winner of that NRL Fantasy. So whoever finishes first, there is a nice prize for you at the end of it. So,
Yes, that surprise is a very nice surprise. Like very, I'm telling you guys. When does that finish again? When does when does it close up?
Oh, it closes tomorrow.
Time?
12 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, 12. Sweet.
Yeah.
12. So get in there, fam. So, and there was a message from one of the boys and said, "Oh, I'm a beginner, but that's us too." So, especially me. So I'm joining this league, hoping that I win this because hopefully I take their money. I'm a beginner, so even though I talk like I know a lot of these players and I know what I'm talking about on here, it's a different story when you're playing NRL Fantasy, which is a good, it's good for everyone to, all those couch coaches at home, and always commenting. Oh, not me, on the socials. So jump on, fams. And
Let's get
wait,
up.
this comment here is very
So what's the comment? Oh, from
there's,
Jonas. Dragons
that's a red card. That's a red card here.
But they're always favorites. They're always favorites, though.
Yeah, favorites of the preseason. Yeah.
But hey, we're favorites, but we don't sit at the bottom. I don't know.
Oh,
We're favorites at something. I would say there's another. Hey, let's move on. Let's move on before.
Yeah, there's only one way we're going, and that's up, baby.
hey.
Uh,
In the top 9, top 8. Okay, thank you. Oh.
Darius, is Mossa single? No, Darius, but I will privately message you now to get that comment off.
Can I get a shout out to my uncle?
Shout out Aulanga Kenny. Hope it's all going well, brother, especially with the newborn.
Yes.
Well. And that's all the shout outs, man. If you want more shout outs, donate to the page, starting with $50. Thank you, Aulanga.
It's a bit steep, but we'll go for it. We'll go
Okay,
for it.
20. You know, with the amount of gas prices, let's go 20.
We're gonna charge tax on top of it, so we'll make it 25. What was that next one on the agenda?
Did we? It was our Nrl women. There was due to COVID reasons. There was only one game in the weekend, which was
The Super Rugby Aupiki.
Super Aupiki.
Yep, Super Aupiki. Only one game played due to, I think, Blues. As last week, I think Brands mentioned COVID. With COVID, it's the sports these days are getting closed or getting postponed. So first half was pretty good, man. The Chiefs women's, what's their? Sorry, I forgot their name. Let me ask. But the game was pretty good, man. How'd you guys like that?
Oh, Chiefs Manoa, yeah, it was a good game. I think it opened up a bit in the second half,
Yeah, that's when I think the Matatu team, found their groove, came back, and
yeah.
I guess they left it too late, and obviously the Chiefs women's come through and taking the dub. The only game played. I think tomorrow the Blues are playing tomorrow against who's that team? That's the amount of homework I've been doing, guys.
I think the Canes have pulled out of round 1.
They have.
Yeah, for COVID reasons,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think like how the Blues are meant to play Moana Pacifica, I think they'll just play with their thumbs instead.
Yeah.
But then
and then I was just quickly over the Tasman. The women's games were playing too over there, and bro, the drawer smoked. Lip, that was a hiding.
And the draw was just playing sevens, man, to be honest. These guys are playing sevens.
Yeah, they're too good, man.
The Fijian Jura men's were good. These guys are taking the cup. These ladies are.
The ladies are mean.
So I'll give you some scores. So for round 1, Reds Waratahs 26-47. That's the women. Sorry, this is round 1 because I don't think we've touched on it. Brumbies Rebels 30 points to 5. That's a shellacking.
Yeah.
Western Force and the Presidents team 17 all. And then round 2, 13-19, the Presidents beating the Brumbies. So that game was okay. Rebels, Reds 12-17, obviously Reds. And then the round 3, Reds 54, Presidents 5. Tars 24, Brumbies 3, Rebels 8, Brumbies 10. This is going on to round 4. Sorry, guys, quickly. Presidents 15 versus must have been another team. I can't remember. 45-12 to Tars against the Reds. 43-7. Oh, that's all. That's all we have. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Are you bringing back like the old results?
This is round. Yeah,
An awful lot of results, man.
Yeah, I think these are like there's quite a few teams in that women's grade too. So,
Yeah.
oh yes. So that's it for the women's. NRL, we already touched on that. NRL women's. Oh, sorry, we didn't, because the Dragons are leading that, and nobody wants to talk about the Dragons, eh?
That was actually a good game. That was a tight game.
Yeah, not Dragons, not leading. Bro, there's and Gus brought it up. But even though I hate the dude, bro, he's saying that the women's, the contact and the aggressiveness and the tackle and everything around it, it's better than any men's game, because I think they 7 games or something all up, and they're putting their body on the line from game 1, 2, and 3, and you can tell because the hits are, bro, I don't think I'll ever run it like that. And then you have I think the more smaller forward runners, or forward pack, sorry. They're really short, and then they're putting their body on the line too. They're getting smoked, but still, just actually putting in the damage. But yeah. The scores from that, I don't think you guys are. Anyway, the top of the table for that one is I think Broncos and Dragons, and they're actually playing this weekend on Saturday. I think Saturday. Around midday.
Battle of the undefeated teams, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't Brisbane still champs from like
3 years or something? Yeah.
3 years? Yeah. Is this the 4th one they're going for?
Yeah, they're looking pretty good, eh? We had the team of the week far out, and most of them were Broncos. So yeah, they're looking.
Oh, they
good, eh?
they sussed the Knights, man.
Yeah.
That game, Broncos, they won, I think 28-10. I've got Titans, good win for the Titans. First Titans win, for the women's team.
Yeah, first Titans win. Yeah,
against the Roosters, 26-16. Tiz, you got one of your girls, Madison Bartlett. She's been charged 1 game for biting, eh?
Biting. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think whoever she bit probably deserved it, but anyway.
I think it was
probably
pretty
hungry, eh?
Well, don't put your fingers in someone else's magics.
I'm just looking at that.
I think she put her shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, running back. It was Naituka. One of the island girls that are playing. Drop goal line drop out. Bartlett runs it up, and then
Mossa takes a.
He's gone.
Oh, there he is. It started, boys. It started.
So I think he's sick of us.
He's got to look for the footage.
Yeah. So she takes it up, and then Madison gives the old chomp.
Yeah, gives the old chomp on the shoulder, but the Naituka doesn't feel it until I think they pack down for a scrum, like a couple tackles later, after a knock on, and because of that, she's been charged, so she won't be playing this week against the Broncos, so she'll be back next week. I don't think she can appeal either, so she's copped it.
Shit, true.
These are lady from the Dragons. Did you see a photo of her? I think she's Papua New Guinean. Elsie Albert. Far out. She's bigger than some of these NRL men, eh? That's like freaking muscle too.
And you would know any more than anyone else on this panel that the PNG people, and that's where she's from. I'm not like taking a dig at it, but the woman and the men are actually quite solid.
It's real solid. Yeah. She was one of the props that made the team of the week.
Yeah, she's I think since coming to the Dragons, she's been like a consistent forward. Playing for, I think when we first seen her come from playing international, like everyone knew she's a good player, but I guess that consistency she's been showing lately is bro, and the amount of players that holds on to her that flip pretty solid.
Yeah. Break your line there.
So we'll send out an SOS to Moscow.
Sign her up.
Yeah. We might have to send the SOS to Sains. See,
Saini wants to jump on while we're talking about the women's sport.
more than that. But
did we have the highlight of the women's? That's a good try from you.
If we show that highlight, it'll happen like last week with our Facebook video. Our live got deleted. So this is just a disclaimer. We don't own the videos that are played on our live cast. So to who flagged us last week, Goose?
Was the NRL, Fox Sports and NRL.
NRL Fox Sport. This is to you guys. Fuck, man. Why are you taking our money away from us, bro? Sad, guys.
Come on, man.
Just think of it as promotion for you guys.
Yeah, you guys need our 2 followers, bro.
You should be paying us, man. Fuck. But nah.
And here's
what's up, Brandon? Hey, what's up, Lo? What's up, Ty? Shout out to Ty. He's out there in Rio de Janeiro at the moment. It's probably about 6 a.m. there. So what's up, man?
Oh wow, 6 a.m.
Nah, he's just off Beds Road, bro. He's still at home, man.
Brazil and Otra.
He's in Otra, Brazil.
Rio de Toronto.
I was actually gonna take my t-shirt off, but you guys didn't ask.
$50 if you guys want Tiz to take his top off. It'll help us.
Yeah, $50. If you want to see my pinky toe as well. Oh, sorry, that's 100. Go to my OnlyFans.
Bitcoin.
It'll help our court case against Fox Sport.
All right, we're on to I think the big dogs, bro. Like, we'll touch off with Super Rugby, and the first game was played. And congratulations to Moana Pacifica for making their debut, coming through against the Crusaders.
What a game, man!
Yeah.
And I don't think. Hey, everybody, give a round of applause! Hey.
Sorry about that, boys. First of all, I just want to say sorry if anyone's viewing this. Some technical difficulties from my side. Put the $20 quickly in the glow bug, and we're good to go. Let's get this show on the road, guys.
All right, man. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hey.
Yeah.
But that first game, Cedars and Moana Pacifica.
Good game.
It was real good game. Proud of Moana Pacifica. They scored first in far out.
That was a good try.
It was a good try. Yeah. I thought he would have scored a bit earlier, like a couple of phases before that, but nah. That was an awesome try. What do you call
they
it?
held their own. They held their own.
Yeah, even though we know that Crusaders, that was like their C team, and that it's just the fact that Moana was out there. doing stuff, you know. They should have
Yeah,
been playing 2 weeks ago.
the Satyrs doesn't matter if they put on a C,
Yeah, yeah.
Z team, but the fact that they're wearing the Crusaders colors, you know, and donning that red and black, I think there's a lot more passion. You know, jumping on the field and wearing those colors. So to say they're a C team, yeah, okay, but they're there for a reason. And you know, they still had I think a few All Blacks in there, and some coming off the bench, and the way Moana Pacifica performed in that first half, yeah, man, they you know, they gave it to them, even though I think I would say they fought for like for at least 65 minutes, and then you have some standout players that actually, you know, stood out. And I'm not too sure if you guys have any standout players on from whatever game, but not a few. So.
Yeah, I thought they did well. They kept up with the intensity that the Crusaders were bringing. Sometimes, like a lot of that intensity was like the intensity was higher than Satyrs too, man. Like, that was a really good game, good showing, man. Someone said oh, Usi's not smiling because he had to use his last 20 on the glow bug.
Yeah, thank you, Bluey.
My standout player for Moana that game was the Levi Aumua. Yeah, far out.
Yeah, he's looking solid too. Like compared to the years he's spent at the Tasman, you know, NBC as well as with the Blues Super. I think he's looking more stronger, eh? Like, and I think he's actually said it himself in an interview where he was just trying to explain to everyone that his time at his Blues were not the best because of his fitness and everything, and hence majority of the time he was coming off the bench, and sometimes it wasn't even making the lineup. So to come in and perform like that against an All Black second five, is it, or a centre? He still went well, and plus his centre pairing, which was Tuala.
Danny Tuala, I think it was. Yeah.
So Tuala. Man. Yeah, I think they just need more time together for combinations, but I think it's looking good at the moment, and if they can keep that up for the next few games, man, at that same intensity, bro, I think they'll flip the Chiefs and they'll have a good game against the Landers.
Yeah. Easy game against the Brumbies too.
Are you sure?
It's getting personal. But also another standout player. Sorry, another standout player. It was McClutchy. I think he was there for maybe. Yeah, number 10. Sorry, number 10. Lincoln McClutchy. He did a very good job in directing the field and, you know, taking his chances. He's quite elusive. He's off the mark. He could really burn. You know, take people on, and he did that against the Satyrs and setting up a try. So
good form, Moana.
Yeah. No, very good. And then the next game was played at 4:15 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, and played at the Garden of Eden. And what a result it was!
No, can't wait for this. Can't wait for this discussion.
You know, when they say
we'll hand it over to the opposite of winners.
Oh.
The unwinners.
The unwinners. Like to be honest, and I'll probably just get my one out of the way because it's always the longest. that game was a Chiefs to win game. Like it was there for the taking for the Chiefs, and I think it was just like moments in the game that could have decided Chiefs win, and they went down to I think the jobs of specific players in the team. For example, and if you know, if you play rugby, the 10 or whoever's kicking, I'm not trying to dig at the person, but they have a job to do in terms of, putting the ball over the post. So, and it happens. It can happen, and nobody turns up to a game to miss.
Yeah.
So, just for that and saying that it came down to that, but also more. You can have a look at the little bits of the game that Chiefs, but also our boys giving it away at the end, 2 penalties. Sorry, our boys, the Blues, Tom Robinson giving away 2 penalties to put you back in the game. So, I don't think we know how to win a game yet. But yes, we took the dub. We took the dub. Then we just don't know how to close it off, because we know how to score tries, but we just can't. You can't finish it, eh?
Was that last 5 minutes, like, were you guys on edge, or was it maybe that last 2? Like,
They're on
waiting,
edge.
maybe we're just waiting for the Blues to do something wrong.
I just wanted to fight somebody if we lost.
especially after last week, like when with the Canes just creeping up, and then like was that like bit of anxiety there, like watching that last 5 or maybe that last 2 when you guys are just taking it, and then Tom Robinson just comes in and just wants to obstruct.
That one there was an easy, like, you're in front of the player.
Yeah. It's clear as
protecting.
day too.
Yeah, that one there. But hey, you make those mistakes. You could have burnt. You could have lost the game. So, and I'll actually back in the days when I was playing rugby, and I had so many moments like this where I had to kick the ball over the post to win. And I was just playing club footy, Premiers under second div, sorry. And yeah, there was a kick right in front against who was it? No, University on their grounds, right in front, maybe about 30 meters out. I knew this is easy to kick. I missed it. the hardest part was the whole team looking at me, giving me the eyes, like the disappointment. Obviously it is, but I missed it. And to like, you try and rub it off, he's like, yeah, try to shake it off. So rub it off. You try to shake it off. You try, rub it off after, but you try and shake it off. There's no shaking off, bro. Yeah.
Waiting for you after the game.
But see, on that level of playing, that's just, you're playing for fun. And then you put it in like a professional arena where you have the last kick going to, Gatlin taking that last kick, and then you see the brother, Akoi, is it? Naito Akoi, just jumping in and holding on to the brother. So it's always good to see that on a world stage, because nowadays it's a lot to see a lot of people having to dig at professional players when they're sitting in their room.
Yeah, and I think I like moving away from like rugby, like Ray Laws, if you know him, like legend for the for Baltimore Ravens. I think they had a clutch game where the kicker needed to get it over to win the game. He missed it from right in front, like similar to your story, Tiz. And what he said after the game was like, the kicker, he didn't lose it for them. There was a whole lot of other stuff that happened in the build-up to that where they could have lost it. They would have lost it there. Like if they didn't, like if they tackled a bit harder, if they ran a bit longer, just stuff like that. So yeah, that's
it. That position there.
Yeah. I mean, like you guys are right. Like you have specific roles. Like when you're wearing a certain number on the back of your jersey, and you train like all week to execute those roles. But like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get it right. But then like there's gonna be a time when you get it wrong, and that's all good. Like could the Chiefs have won it like in other places? I reckon we could have. But like that whole game, even for the Blues as well, like momentum, like we'd pick up momentum and then knock the ball on or penalty or something like that. Yeah. That's what I saw, like pretty much that entire game. Like Blues would build momentum and then it'll either be a penalty, a knock on, or something like that, just a breakdown in the play. And the same would happen with the Chiefs. And I think a lot of that, I don't know if it's rust or I don't know, just didn't feel like there was much urgency from both sides for a bit.
Just got a comment here from Nrl Fantasy. The score would have been 97-7, but it was 97-5 because of your kick, Tezza. That is absolutely shocking from Terry, man. 30 meters out. That is disgusting. Is that why he put his camera off?
Oh, last try wins. Last try wins, eh?
That's a shame.
Yeah, well, last try wins.
He didn't even tell us that. Thank you for your comment, man. Like, this guy didn't even tell us the score, but now he's been found out. Man.
That's only one of many. Yeah. I guess for my take on the Blues went on the weekend, it was just they just need to play. They're aiming to play for 80 minutes, like they get to 60 and then they start dying down, sort of thing. Yeah, just how Carlos said, middle of the second half. Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly it. Second half, they just aim for the 80 minutes. They don't want to push too hard to go, to go past the 80, if that makes sense. But like effort-wise, the Blues, they need to stand up. It was a good game just because Chiefs, they're setting the standard as well. Like they're pretty good. We know the Crusaders set the standards, but my take in the beginning of the year was Blues and Chiefs our final. So yeah, there was a.
Do you still think that will be the final this year?
I do honestly think that. I reckon you guys will tip up. Well, I hope you guys tip Crusaders and their 10 starting All Blacks. But
oh no, not from Chiefs. I reckon with how the Blues are going, like slowly
Blues,
building.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I always, no matter what, even if the Blues are playing shit, I'll still say, fuck Blues finals. But yeah, from their performance, I hope so. Like I really do hope so. We know Rodgers out this week with injury, but I still think they've still got a solid team, good depth at the moment.
Yeah, and just touching on that one too with Roger, I think they had a game plan. Chiefs had a game plan to target Roger. And just making his decision making in the centers with Rico, and I think he held a bit of it, but you could tell that throughout the games, the Chiefs had the upper hand, or just getting numbers on the back. Yeah. So not good turnout.
Yeah. I think his shoulders done there like for a bit. That's why he's off. But you could see that every time the forwards were running like off the line outs, off the scrums, they were running at Roger. You could see he was tackling high, and every time they were running to him, like all of those meters like post contact, that was off the back of him like tackling high. I think maybe just getting used to like tackling lower, or I can because I'm a tackle expert, but you could sort of see it every time he'd go up, like around the ball, like around the chest area. That's where a lot of the yards, like they were getting past their advantage line nearly every time. And I think that partnership with Rico, like it was putting Ioane in like two minds almost, like having to worry about his center partner as well as having to focus on his own role as well. Do you guys think he'll be still at second five when he comes back? I've heard like people saying like maybe pushing him out to the wing for a little bit longer before bringing him back in, or do you guys think he's all good there?
I'll leave that up to the Blues brothers, see what they.
Maybe something to ponder. Yeah,
I guess.
No, I reckon
I guess,
leave him there because
experience-wise, leave him there, right? Yeah.
If he's gonna like it, it's not a place where you need to learn from your mistakes, but you need to learn it fast. So, someone of his caliber, he should learn fast too. So, being a professional, I think he can adjust even to those mistakes. From league to rugby, it's different, because just having the space, the continuous running of the defense, at different speeds. So you just need to learn, and what I mean by learn is, I think he's there for a reason as well. I think the All Blacks have approached the staff at the Blues and won him in the centres. So, but I don't know where in the centres, whether it's going to be second five or centre. I don't think he's had a shot at centre yet, but that's usually the case. The bigger picture is where the All Blacks want these players. It's not about where the coaches put them.
Yeah.
So did he finish the game? Sorry, did he finish the game or did he get off?
He got subbed off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
came off at half
time. Yeah, I just wanted to, before we move, I just wanted to highlight that awesome battle of the loose forwards, man. Specifically like Sam Cane, Dalton Papali'i. I thought, they played mean. Yeah. Just all around the park and that, but also like my player, who I thought really had a solid game and also has been playing well so far this season, was Kurt Eklund. I think he had more. I think he had more steals than both Kane and Papali'i. So he's going good, good guns, man, at the moment. And I don't know, man, Bolter, All Blacks.
What for the All Blacks?
End of year tour, who knows?
Even the number 8 for you guys, friends.
Yeah, I really like him.
That guy was a man. What was his name? Sorry, he set up Sawakula.
Yeah, Sawakula.
Sawakula, sorry.
So he was
I rate him.
Yeah,
I rate him. Like he showed that performance he did against the Blues. He's standing out at the moment.
Yeah, he is. It's funny.
Like he's got no what do you call it? No fear. Right? Like he doesn't care. Doesn't give a shit who these players are. It's like who's this guy? This guy just comes in wrecking everyone.
You can see him with holding the ball in one hand and stuff. He puts players in two minds. That's off the back of his basketball background too. He's represented Fiji in basketball, and I think they came over for an under-19s tournament years ago, where he actually got player of the tournament, which was and for him to come through and to add another dimension to the number 8 role or the role that he's playing at the Chiefs at the back of the scrum. That's pretty mean, man. But look, I'm just looking at just mindful of our time. I think we got to skim through some of the other games before we wrap up.
Oh yeah, true. Because there's other games that matter anyway.
Nah. I'm not seeing anything on the Brumbies, bro. I know that these games don't appeal to you as much because we're the New Zealand conference.
No, they do. Sometimes I watch the NZ games. It was a bit of what Teza was saying, how to close out games. We're up 24-6 at one time, and even when you mentioned in the chat we're running away with it, I was thinking that way too. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be there's going to be a shellacking. And I was going to say we're going to be top of the table, probably going to put 50 on them. Then they score 2 converted tries, and they're right back in the game.
They come back in.
If it wasn't for the brain explosion of their bench half that went down the blind side, they would have probably still be doing sets down our end. So, but we got the win. Still up there, but I think
Valentini was carving, eh?
Bro, Valentini was the man.
He's the man.
Number 8 for Wallabies. Not a bolter, but he should be starting.
I don't know. Harry Wilson's playing mean as well, bro.
Yeah.
Harry Wilson.
I'm just trying to throw Valentini's name out there, yeah.
Well, maybe I don't know, maybe an 8-6 combo off the bench.
Yeah. But like these guys said, we need to learn how to close out games, because if we play against NZ teams, they can come back and close it up. Yeah, man. We can't do that. Especially against Waratahs. So we got Reds, I think, coming up. So that'll be our toughest game. Yeah, for Australia conference. So happy. But long way to go.
Just want to give a shout out to my mum, who's watching now. Hey, mum, field politics. Yep,
yes,
definitely. I saw John Keane just in the Ardern and Luxon on the field. So, politics definitely killed the game.
Is mum a Blues fan, Brent? Sorry.
She is. She's Pakuranga hard as well. Well, that's the last time she played footy.
Sorry, Mum, I don't have any take on the game, as my team, I support there in Australia. So over there.
Moscow's for the Brumbies, Mum. But love you. Happy anniversary for yesterday too.
Hey, happy anniversary too.
Happy anniversary,
the good man.
Happy anniversary.
All right.
Hey, how come you missed your kick 30 meters out? No, moving on.
Just the pressure, really. Just the pressure from my team. Even though the other team were up by, just probably 2 points, not 95. And the three was there, for the taking. I was already thinking about the showers and having a cold brewski.
The showers made you nervous, eh?
Still had a shower and a brewski. I didn't take the dub.
None of the boys wanted to have a brewski with you.
I was shunned, bro. I was kicked out of the
team. Bro, what about those after game showers, like after game beers in the shower? Like, it's good.
Nothing like it, eh?
Yeah, bro.
There's nothing like it, man. I don't drink beer, but it's good to have one after the game.
Oh no, yeah. Me neither, Mum. Yeah.
You don't drink beer, man?
Like your preferred choice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd rather have like a Cody, see.
Oh, Cody 12, see. On the Cody 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
The hard stuff.
It's cool case in the can. Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're upstairs? Is that why you're in at Republic? You're in the toilets upstairs.
Bro. Hey, stop it.
When I walked in, I was like,
naughty.
You all right, mate?
All right, boys. And then we're on to the next game. I think we just have a mention of the Canes and Landers game. Canes too good. Yep. Canes
too good. Canes too good.
Too good.
Fakatawa back to the bench this week, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He started. He didn't do as great as hoped, but he's still mean.
Honestly, I think if he keeps playing like this, that black jersey's fading, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't know. It was his first chance, so I don't know. Maybe he'll only get better if he gets a couple more starts.
Who are you talking about again?
Fakatawa.
Yeah, and in this setting, bro, I don't think he should be starting.
Yeah.
So many mistakes. Playing like, he's playing like an unstructured kind of game when their team structured.
Unstructured.
The structure is not there for him, and like a few times he ran that short side.
Yeah,
and no, the options weren't there. So,
do you think like he's more of like he's not so much like one that like creates the energy or gets them going? Like he's the one that like builds on top of the energy that's already on the field when he jumps on. because that's how I feel. He plays better coming off the bench because like he can just slot straight in and like he can bring them back up. Whereas, like how Aaron Smith does it all the time.
I guess he doesn't. As long as he's coming off the bench, he's not going to get the experience of what Aaron Smith can do. You know, he's just going to be a finisher, eh? Unless he starts all the time, which he's not, because he's behind Aaron Smith. It's going to be hard for him.
All right, yeah. So with that, what we know from there is Fakatava still maybe coming off the bench, and then Adi Savia is definitely from another planet.
Well, that guy just keeps carving, man, straight up.
What about that hooker that started? I think he come off the bench, the Samoan hooker, not Asafo Amor. One of the other boys. My Bruno told me that he was actually because Asafo Amor had to pull out.
He's from
in the last minute. Palmy, eh?
He's actually from down where I am. He played in our club, Siwa Maile.
So he was in Palmy.
Boys High.
Oh
he went to Palmy. What do you call it? Turbos and all that stuff too. But
he was actually in Palmy. Yeah, the day before, and they called him and asked him to come down. So he drove down. I think it was game day, maybe.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he's from down here. Played for Harlequins, rugby, and just real good size.
Not bad, good size.
Good choice.
Right, enough of Super.
Yeah.
Let's get into round one of the NRL before we wrap it up. Oh, got some news as well. Like that just come in before we started too. Couple of hours. Bromwich is out of round one because COVID protocols.
Is that Jesse?
Jesse Bromwich. Not injured. It's just he was close contact, family member who tested positive. So with that is exciting news. Exciting news for Te Pai Moiro, who's been brought into the 24-man squad as well. So he is back from rugby. Is that right? Like,
is it his first run with the Storm? Is he getting a run with the Storm?
Don't know if he's getting a run yet. He might be on the extended bench for now.
Okay.
And also Craig Fitzgibbon test positive for COVID, so
I just saw that as well.
Yeah, he won't be joining the Sharks this week at the Raiders.
So before our picks in our thing for NRL, do we have our predictions for NRL this year?
Yo. Should I explain what we did?
Explain first.
Okay, so what we did is we took our team hat off and we come from a neutral perspective. What we wanted to look at was who we thought would be premiers for this year. Dally M player, most improved, like a team or player who'll be most improved this year, and also a player who has a point to prove, player with a chip on their shoulder this year who'll be wanting to prove themselves a little bit. If anyone in the comments, if anyone watching wants to drop us their thoughts, let us know. I'll go first. My one, I think, Dally M, and also player with the most to prove this year is Kalen Ponga. He's been built up, and he showed a lot of not glimpses, but he showed his worth, especially with the Knights. I think that this year he's really got to step it up. I know some pundits are seeing Knights coming in as wooden spooners. Not me, but others. But I think if he plays well, his whole team will play well. He's one I think who's got a chip on his shoulder, and also Delium. Because if he proves us wrong, and he's that good to go all the way in terms of that. Premiers Eels, I think they've still got a lot of their team from last year. They came so close, lost out to a better Panthers team So yeah, they could possibly go all the way. Shout outs to Karan Puma, who is diehard Heels. Most improved Titans. Patrick Herbert passes it. They go through to the next round of the finals. I think they. I'm not saying I'm not saying that as a bad thing. All I'm saying is that they will do better than they did last year. Whether they can go higher than 8th, I don't know. But I still reckon they can go do better than they did last year with bowing out in week 1 of the finals. And Wooden Spooners, Cowboys.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, that's me.
Here's my one here. Delium, James Tedesco, Titty. I reckon 100% health-wise, Titty will do pretty well this year. I do back them for 1 year to comp. Like I said, it will come down to health. If they can keep their team on the field healthy and look after them and trust their depth, I think they're a foot ahead of other teams there. Wooden Spoon, yep, we're going Cowboys. Even though I like a couple of players in there, I do think that they're not ready to compete. Especially with the top 8 teams. Most improved team, I think the Knights on the rise. Like Brand said, K Ponga. He's had enough experience now. He's been with the big boys, played in some Origin, So I think he has got that X factor and the knowledge to go take his team forward. Player to prove a point is from my team, David Fafita. I guess just from his season last year, he just needs to stand up. Basically, just play his game. Everyone knows what he can do. It's just that word consistency. He's just got to do it, day in, day out. Just be a bit more Tino, be a bit more mature. But yeah, that's it. That's it from me, boys.
Nice sauce.
Yeah, and this is my prediction, guys. Whoever's tuned in or tuning in, Jerome Hughes will be the LM. For me, I reckon he's been knocking on the door for best halfback in the game. For 1 and 4, Cleary, Panthers. I reckon he'll probably have a good season. Oh, he will have a good season. This guy's probably one of the best half runners in the game right now. Premiers, his team, Storm, they lost Fox. They gained Meany from the Dogs. He's just as fast. Who else is there? Xavier Coates. He'll probably have a redemption year as well because he's in that system. Probably make Origin as well. I don't know, man. There's something about Storm, like whoever they bring in and whoever they lose, they still have that system to go all the way at least to, semis, top 8, possibly finals. Wooden Spoon Tigers. 5 captains just spells disaster for me. So
too many shifts, Too many shifts in their kitchen, Jonas.
There's too many captains, man, for me. Most improved. Well, I'm being biased on this one, but it's me and Brandon's team, the Dogs. We were Wooden Spooners last year. Even if we make 9th or 10th, that's most improved in my eyes. But
that's a bit high, isn't it?
Barrett better come to terms in about 6 rounds, man. Otherwise, he could be out the door if he's not pulling in results. And player to prove a point will be Nico Hines. He was at the Storm playing fullback, but he's at Cronulla now, and I think Fitzgibbon wants him to play in that half role. So people are going to see what he's like without the Storm system and Storm boards around him. So yeah, I reckon.
Hey Moss, Jonas asked if that was the Castleford Tigers for the Wooden Spoon.
Yes, Jonas. Sorry, man. Sorry, brother. But, there's too many captain challenges, too many be like, let me captain call. Yeah, so it's just too many.
They thought more captains, the more times they get a captain call.
See, I'm not making jokes like that. See, Jonas, come at these guys. I just, that's my prediction.
Again,
you got 5 captains.
Oh, sorry,
Again,
Brent. Closely. Sorry, I got Tigers main wooden spoon, but closely Cowboys as well. Because I don't think, they have the roster. I guess. Thank you.
Yeah.
So lower.
And that's mine. My predictions for the year. Dally M, Brandon Smith. I think he's always been there or thereabouts. He's a solid player. And not only that, I think he's got a point to prove leaving the club. So he'll. I think he mentioned in a talk with I think YKTR is that not only just him, there's quite a few players in the Storm that are leaving. So when you have players they want to leave on a high, especially running off this guy, it's always good. And plus, the man can play in the back row too. So, solid player. Premiers always Storms. Usually, but what comes to my mind is usually the Dragons, but the Storms because gotta be unbiased, is it?
If you want.
Nah. So the Storms are, it's hard for them to lose a year and not come back. So that's easy.
True.
Wooden spoons, dogs, but I think coming close to that, you guys put up a good argument for the Cowboys and Tigers.
Yeah, you grab.
But,
You got dogs there.
That's why you didn't show us before, you said, yeah.
I don't want to hit you guys' feelings, bro. But I think just from my opinion is that although you guys have the Dogs have good signings, I think your halves needs to be sorted out quite fast.
Nah, not pronto, man, pronto.
Yeah, so and saying that you have a lot of forwards that are eager to push, and the likes of having Pangai Junior there. The man, you can tell he's wanting to win. The man doesn't go to a club to not win, and plus coming from a winning environment like the Panthers, the man only knows one thing is to win. So I'm not saying that he was winning before moving to Panthers, because the teams that he was with at the beginning were quite shit. But, so that's my opinion on the Spooners. And most improved is the Warriors. I'm only taking that off the preseason game, and they done well against the Storms, but their forward packs from last year have kind of stood up. Usually when you talk about a Warriors team and the locals or the supporters here, it's our year, but you can kind of look at them having on the back of that, and my player to prove a point, Sean Johnson. I think he's probably one of the biggest someone to leave a club and then come back to prove that point too with the Warriors, but also having a shit season and injury toll with the Sharks. We all know how much of a gun player he is, and when he's on, the team's on. So that's I guess my picks. And if you don't like it, come fight me.
For $20 towards the Latched Podcast, you can fight Tito.
Man, that guy's wooden spoon pick's the most grubbiest pick ever. What a grub. I love you, brother, but just I'll message you privately.
It's a dog act.
Coming in from Laf's Wi-Fi, Cowboys will be strong this year. We don't think so, Laf.
I hope so.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, it's a good argument though. It's a good argument.
I don't know
because they're looking
I don't know their recruitments from North Queensland. Who did they get in? Obviously, Tamalolo issue, like the unvax thing, and some pundits like Corey Parker were saying to release him to free up some funds. Corey Parker, man, just shut up.
See that? Yeah,
yeah. You're saying to release him to create some cap room to, I don't know, buy into the future, but I don't know.
when you have someone like him that's taking all the drugs in the world, probably think he's been smoking all that stuff. Nah,
Yeah,
taking
probably.
too much Panadol, all those. But
Maybe he hasn't got paid that much. That's why he's just getting angry. So
He's part of Fox Sports, so
Another mill.
when they win their case against us, he's gonna take out $20.
yeah, and also if you want to join in and like choose your Deli M and go through the list that we have, send us your list to our Latched podcast, and man, we'll share it, we'll post it up hopefully tonight or maybe tomorrow, our list again, and see if we can all compare it, and by the end of the year you'll get a good high five, and
So
Good on
who's
you.
eating bananas?
No, but it'd be good to compare it at the end, because it'll be quite fun, as well as again back to Nrl Fantasy. So
True.
are we up to that part where oh sorry, not that part. The last segment, or what's next?
Yeah. Last segment's up.
So we'll leave it to Anim to give you a little background, and when you're ready, where did you find the sport?
So this our last segment is that sport that we hardly hear of or see on TV, or something weird. This one's called iguana wrestling, and fortunately we have had that sport's what do you call it? It's done down here quite a lot, and unfortunately, it's alcohol involved as well. So it's a good sport. So yeah, iguana wrestling is just basically two men or two people laying on all fours, trying to pull another person over a line with a belt tied around their head. If that makes sense. But I think we got a video. We got a video here.
Well,
So as you can see, that's all technique. The first clip, you could see the big fella. He had the weight on the old man, but the way his knee was positioned was at the front. So I think I'll pass it over to Anim, because I'm sure he's had more than his fair share of iguana naked wrestling.
Naked mud wrestling.
Naked mud. And it's good fun, eh? The boys down here and down south, they love to play that. It's just the testosterone in the room. You want to be the biggest person, and then all you see is a belt flying out. Is it? Oh yeah, prove it. So these two idiots on the ground in the middle of a rugby club while everyone's drinking. These guys going at it,
So instead of like arm wrestling, that is a manly sport. Use result to that.
Yeah, got to be different, eh?
I know you told.
What's that?
I know you told us before, but it's funny just how that footage that was shown was actually at your church cafe after the service. Is that right?
Yeah, it's our church down here. It's called OBC, Nah, it's good fun. Honestly, it's good fun. So if you guys want to try it out, just hit up Mossa and Brands. They are professionals at it.
No, you're the one who showed us the video. Are you sure? I had no idea what the sport was until that came about.
It's good. Just don't use an elastic band as the belt, please. I try to find this video and this photo to prove the injuries. So, Yeah, don't
Is
use
that what
it
happened
as
to you?
domestic
Is that
play.
what happened to you?
No. No. But no, that's it for our last segment for Iguana
Nice.
Wrestling. So yeah.
Nice. And again, like if you have any sports that none of us heard of or none of us have ever, I think, played, send it through to
Right.
our Latched podcast page. I would like to do a review on it, and maybe at some stage when we're all together, we'll try something out. Like, have you heard of? No, we'll leave it for another time when we're all drunk. So, man, good chat tonight. This podcast will be up tomorrow. Our producer has given us the okay to chuck them up a day late. A day after our live. So, no, it should be good. And yeah, thank you to the producer. And it's only fair that we throw it up before the season comes, so you can take our word on it. And if we're that professional, you can come back and watch us again, but share us because you know how professional we are. So thank you to everyone jumping on board, and again a huge, massive shout out to our sponsors, Crucial Flooring. If you're wanting to spice up the home, the flooring, anything flooring, just reach out to Crucial Flooring, and also the brother Maddie McFarlane for
Thank you, Maddie.
Shout out,
supplying
Maddie.
us with some merch. Look, and we have a giveaway coming up for our 10th episode. So stay tuned for that. Man, the sponsors got so much money.
Give us some.
So what? Any last words you wanna leave with our listeners and our viewers?
Shout out to the all the Ukrainians out there. I know there's a war going on, but stay strong, stay safe, and
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Stay
Shout
strong.
out to people that tuned in from wherever they are. Continue to support us to help us grow. So, yeah, the day ones and more supporters. Hopefully, it's us.
thanks, guys.
Sweet.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, man.
We'll catch you next week.
Stay safe.